The FBI is investigating another major cyber attack affecting a key part of our economy. First was a major fuel pipeline. Now it's the meat industry. 13 processing plants in this country had to shut down because of the hack on JBS. That's the world's largest meat processing company. It's got dozens of brands in the U.S., including Clear River Farms, 1855, and Pilgrims.
JBS says the vast majority of its plants will operate today, but there are still concerns meat prices could go up. Jeff Pegues is in Washington. He's tracking the investigation. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, and this is a big deal, and that is why the White House has gotten involved in this early. The White House has been in contact with JBS, a company that says that it was this victim of a ransomware attack. It says that it took immediate action once it realized that its systems were compromised and that it's doing all that it can right now to restore its systems. JBS is the second largest producer of beef, pork, and chicken in the United States. After the company told White House officials it suffered a cyber attack from hackers likely linked to Russia, U.S. officials are asking the Russian government for an explanation.
This is a national security issue. We have to approach it on that level.
Former Defense Secretary and CIA Director Leon Panetta warned in 2012 that the U.S. could face the possibility of a cyber Pearl Harbor attack. He says critical infrastructure systems are increasingly vulnerable. Do you think there's a connection to the Kremlin, ultimately?
I don't think there's any question. My own knowledge of the Russian intelligence agencies, they basically operate in every sector within their own countries and clearly know what kind of criminal elements are involved. The Russians know what the hell's going on.
In a statement, JBS said, "Our systems are coming back online, and we are not sparing any resources to fight this threat. We have cybersecurity plans in place to address these types of issues, and we are successfully executing those plans." This latest incident follows last month's ransomware attack on Colonial Pipeline that led to gas shortages in multiple states. Russian hacking group DarkSide claimed responsibility and walked away with nearly $5 million from Colonial. Imagine if at the same time they shut down a pipeline, they shut down our food supply, and they turned off the lights. What a nightmare that would be.
No, exactly. And that's exactly what our adversaries would love to see. I mean, we spend a lot of time protecting ourselves from these countries, looking at their military capabilities. We don't spend as much time trying to defend ourselves from these cyber capabilities. But make no mistake about it, these cyber attacks represent a military weapon that is being used by our adversaries to try and weaken the United States.
Yeah, and Panetta is calling for a comprehensive national strategy for cyber defense. He says this idea of paying the ransom to these hackers really sends the wrong message and encourages them to target more companies. In this case, the concern was that this is something that could affect the national food supply and ultimately raise prices at the grocery store. It is unclear, though, Tony, if this company, JBS, actually paid the ransom.
And also unclear if they thought they had a choice. Jeff, thank you very much.